Hello and welcome to Me and My Golf TV. I'm Piers Ward and you've joined us here in Bermuda and it's course vlog time, Andy.
It is, yeah.
We're at Turtle Hill Golf Club, which is the host of the World Par 3 Championship, the Grey Goose World Par 3 Championship. So Andy, this looks very nice, doesn't it?
Very nice. If you've watched the other course vlogs in Bermuda, you'll see that it's very windy in those. Today we've got a lovely calm day, and as you can see we have a 142-yard par 3 down the hill to start. This is going to be fun. This
is going to be good. So we're going to give you some a little bit more instruction in this vlog as well. A little bit more about talking about what we're doing. We're not so much in a match situation. Talk a lot about the shots that we're playing, why we're playing it, and hopefully something you can learn yourself.
And potentially my first hole-in-one. Ask Piers off camera, does this count if I get a hole-in-one? Yeah. And it does, of course it does. Of course it does. Enjoy, guys.
Right then, Andy, we've got the first hole. It's 135 yards to the flag. But it is downhill a lot. Slightly into and off the right, but it is downhill a lot.
Unsure about this one, Beer?
Yeah, we're a little bit unsure. We're not used to playing with no wind, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
We had gap wedge in hand, but then we were saying, do you know what? If we need to be anywhere, we need to be slightly big. It's going to be like hole-in-one count, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, do you know what? You pulled it a little bit. That was probably a good job you did. Because it might actually, if you'd have actually hit it online, I think it might have just caught the back of that bunker and it may have knocked it on a little bit. But that's okay. It's in play.
Okay, Piers. So we know that the wedge is a club, nice and easy. As you mentioned there, you know, we looked and thought, well, where don't we want to be? Yeah. And we don't want to be short. So there's loads of green past the flag. So you want to take that bunker out of play. So
yeah, I think if you hit the number was a gap wedge. Yeah. But then you're hitting it hard, and if you don't quite get it, first shot of the day, you've got to take those things into consideration. As we say now, the wind just picked up a little bit, so you never know, it might be a bit more. I don't think it can be.
So wind slightly off the right and into here. Just feed this one down here. This has just pulled it a little, and it's going to go. You probably can't see, it's probably just short and left of mine there, so probably not far off though, I don't think.
Yeah, just a bit past pin high, but a little bit fully.
Okay, so Piers actually went a little bit big. I didn't get that on camera, but pulled it. So often when you pull it, you sort of deal off the face and get a bit of extra yardage on it as well. So Piers just having a little walk around there, assessing the slope, just to see what's going to happen when.
It gives me an idea of the pace, doesn't it?
You're sort of
downhill, but into the wind, so they...
Downhill? You think it's downhill?
Definitely downhill.
Definitely downhill. Okay. You going right at the hole or right of it? Think it's going to move?
I think it's going to move a great deal.
Okay.
Looks like it should fall down to the right.
This is where one of these holes can be really confusing because it's such a severe slope back up the hill. Can create a bit of an optical illusion, so played that very nicely. Stone dead there. Yeah, not much work to do there. It's always nice to start. Ooh. Up and down. I'll probably almost give him that one.
Right, so Andy had the flag out. He's had that out because he feels that he's going to get the pace pretty good. If you're ever unsure about the pace and you're off the green, it's not a bad idea to leave the flag in. Obviously, the downside of leaving the flag in is that you could hit it and it might not come. It might come out. But if you're unsure about the pace and you think it might go too fast, leave it in and it'll stop it. Get around about 25 feet. Yeah, a little slower maybe than he thought. Okay.
Lovely greens.
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? Really nice quality. Are you going to tap this one in for the par?
We're playing a par 3 course there. I mean, there's some quite longer holes on here. There's a 200 plus one, there's a lot of 150 yarders, so yeah. I think apparently this is going to be a really testing course, so I'm interested in what scores we do after the end of the vlog this.
Top 3 in the world, I think.
Top 3 in the world?
Top 3 in the world. Apparently so.
Right, Piers going ahead and tapping is in for a par. There we go, nice easy start there, 2 threes. But tricky placement there, but I think we took the danger out of play. You wouldn't want a bunker shot from there, Piers, would you? With that so little green to work with.
They actually had the qualifier here for the World Par 3 last weekend, I think, for one of the qualifiers, and it was very, very windy apparently.
Yeah, it'd be tough around here then.
Around here, windy would be very tough.
Right, let's see what the second's got to offer us.
Look at this for a beautiful hole. Second hole, 155 yards to the flag. Beautiful. Got another one over there. Not sure what hole that is yet. Lots of water around there. Wind probably picking up a little bit, Andy.
Off the right, so.
Yeah. You're going to go wedge?
We go wedge here, yeah. I think it's going to be a comfortable wedge here. Flags at the back. So, comfortable wedge.
Okay. So what are your thoughts with flag at the back? Are you thinking that, are you going to go for that flag, or are you going to middle of the green?
I want to get it all the way up there.
So you're going to all up there. So if you were hitting a 5-iron,
yeah,
would you attack that flag at the back?
Definitely not.
So you go middle of the green. So middle of the green with a mid-iron, a long iron, even a 7 or an 8 maybe. But when you're hitting a pitching wedge, I'd like to think you can get the yardage right. Obviously the golf ball travels a lot less distance going downhill. See how he goes with this. How's it looking?
Little left of the flag.
Just pitched on there and spun back a little.
And a little short.
Okay. Pretty firm one as well, that?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Let's go wedge. Right, Piers is going wedge. Going to hit this, make sure he gets it all the way.
See the turtle in the back of the flag.
I'll zoom in on that in a minute. Okay.
Just spotted it. Alright.
So, needs to be aiming right at the hole here. The wind's going to push it to the left. And he's done that. It's going straight at the flag.
Thick.
This needs to be a good club.
We've got the wrong club in our hands there. I mean, that was a pretty firm wedge.
See the middle of the screen there, guys. So strange that one, really. I mean, 155 to the flag. You would have thought that played a lot shorter. So
that's okay though. That's okay. I mean, we could have gone a little 9, and I suppose the only danger with a little 9 is you could hit it firm and it could go too big. But make sure. The thing I would say is when you have people go to the range, normally they practice full shots. You know, do you ever go to the range? Ask yourself this question now. When was the last time you went to the range and hit 3/4 9-irons? We don't see many people do that.
Exactly.
So make sure you practice that and find out how far they go as well. Right, Mr. Proudman has got around about 35 feet here. See when he has his practice swings, when he looks up there, he's actually getting the image that he's had in his pre-shot routine. He's putting it into play. He's going to the movies. So we get the flag for him. Don't need to. Beautiful pace. Yeah. And that is such an important part of putting. I know it sounds simple to say this, but practicing lag putting, you know, the stats pretty much show that the tall pros and a 36 handicapper have got the same stats from 2.5 feet. So basically, just be very good at hitting it to 2.5 feet. Once you go outside 3 feet, the stats change quite a lot. I've given you that one, by the way, in my mind.
I just like to put in. I want to.
I just forgot to. Oh, I told you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're not letting you.
I don't like the gimmies really. So speaking of lag putting, coming up the hill here, and when we talk about lag putting, we don't mean leaving it short. You still want to make sure you're giving the ball a chance to go in. So lag putting is obviously getting it there. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So that's what we're talking about there. So that was a perfect lag put. But the problem is it never had a chance of going in. So grade 3.
Shout out to our students for that.
Yeah, we would. But yeah, I mean, he's not going to be disappointed with that. But really, like you say, giving the ball a chance to go in is really key, guys.
And it's more a mentality as well. So a lot of people talk about this dustbin lid here. You've seen some of our videos maybe. The dustbin lid for me and for Andy is not great there. Why not have the centre of the dustbin lid there and have that as your radius? As we said, you'll probably knock it in if you knock it this far past. So instead of looking at the hole, if you leave your putt short, maybe next time you play, assess your putting. If you leave all your putts short, aim for a hole which is there, a golf hole, a ghost hole which is 2 feet past the hole, and he's wetting himself behind there on the camera. And then, you know what, you'll knock more putts. Okay, so we are on the 3rd hole. Interestingly enough, although it's par 3s that we're playing, it really does seem like a golf course. And looking at some of the other holes on the scorecard and what we're going to have to play, there's going to be some long shots. There'll be people using all their clubs on this golf course. I've just got the benefit then of getting around quickly. So what we've got there, sorry, 132 yards to the flag. And he's probably got a little 9-iron here, I think.
Yeah.
So you might see us do this. A lot of the best players on tour, they like hitting their short irons lower. Perhaps give them a bit more feel. Control the flight. It's a nice looking shot. Get in then. Woo! Nice. Close.
One is going to happen today, I can say that, guys. Keep watching this. One is going to happen. My first hole in one ever.
He says this in every video, by the way. But I think he'll be right one day.
Okay, so I mean, what a beautiful looking par 3 this is, Piers.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Come on, get inside that one then. Drawing into the flag. Oh, nice.
Oh, I thought it was closer than this. Alright, so you're probably about 18 feet past the flag. A very realistic chance of birdie on these beautiful true greens. Let's see what he's made of. We'll have a line by now. Yeah. He daren't leave it short after me leaving it short on the last hole and him having a go at me.
Right, so Piers for the first birdie. So he would have, again, what Piers would have obviously done from that is learn from what mine's done. So he'll know that this is going to move from right to left for him. So mine moved left to right. So it's just a matter of how much, I would say, just outside the right lip. And after his last effort, I'm sure he won't be leaving this one short.
Best not.
You best not. Starts just right. And didn't really move.
Good.
Didn't move. Unlucky, good 3 though, but yeah, just thought that might have moved a little bit more than that after seeing mine, but yeah, obviously different back there.
Yeah, interesting that if he, that's the good thing about...
Felt right to left, that
yeah. Now if you hadn't have seen my putt not move, you would have gone right to left, wouldn't you?
Further right than that, yeah.
So basically, you knocked that in because of me.
Okay guys, that's the end of part 1 here at Turtle Hill Golf Course. What a golf course, Piers.
Yeah, very nice, isn't it?
These are tricky holes, these are. Like you say, it's not your average par 3 course, this is a tough test of golf. And the next one, which is the 4, going to there, is, well, you have to watch part 2.
You have to watch part 2, but there's, yes, we've got a little bit of information on that.
Below. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you go to memygolf.com for lots more tips just here. Thanks, and make sure you watch part 2.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in part 2.